How's everybody doing today? Want to put together another quick little video. Show you guys my Sunlu S8. I had a glass bed on it from the very start when I got it. And I got tired of going up and down the stairs to wash it, to clean it after every print with the glue stick. So I decided to go with a magnetic bed. So I just ordered one off Amazon. It's the Fysetc, or if that's how you say it, the Fysetc. And it's a dual textured plate on both sides. So I figured I'd do a quick little video and show you guys how to put down the magnetic sheet on your build plate here on this aluminum plate. I'm wearing gloves just due to the fact that, I guess, fingerprints, you probably really don't have to, but I guess it doesn't hurt. And I got it off Amazon. I could put a link down in the description. It's a, this build plate's, I believe it's 310 by 310. And I did a search for that, and that was one of the build plates that had some good reviews to it. I have a filament magnetic PEI sheet on my Tronixy, and that works really well. But I figured I didn't want to spend a whole lot for this one, so I figured I'd throw this video together and show you guys what it's about. So first off, I'm just going to spray it down with maybe some IPA just to kind of clean it if there's any fingerprints on it. I'm just going to wipe it off with a t-shirt. Just to kind of clean it, so, and hopefully this goes all right. We'll see. I've done it before, but I don't think I made a video on how to do it, but I figured this one might as well. So what we're going to do is peel this adhesive backing back a little bit. Now some people do one corner. They'll do one corner, peel it back, do one corner, and then try to do it. Others will do this whole top strip right here, fold it back, then try to set it on there. I've had, the other one I had pretty decent luck with folding just a strip back and putting it on there. So let's see if I can get this to line up right. So what you want to do is just basically try to meet your corners, and without trying to get any air bubbles in it, because I guess, you know, air bubbles are bad. And then once you get it where you kind of want it, you're going to have to press it down. Press it down where you want it, and then I'll pull back the backing to it. Just try to seem like it's okay. And you don't have to take your plate off to do this. It's just as easy, I think, to do it like this, unless your plate is already off. So we'll just kind of peel back real slow, a little bit at a time. Just kind of pushing it down, working this way, you know, towards you. And I don't know if it helps maybe to have the aluminum plate, because this is in my basement, so this aluminum plate's a little bit cold. So I don't know if it would help to maybe take a heat gun, kind of warm up the plate. But so far it seems like it's sticking down pretty good. And if I just pull this the backing out a little bit at a time, and just kind of use your hand, or you could probably even use like a some guys even use like a plastic spatula or something that probably won't scratch it up or anything, but enough to keep it flat and no air bubbles, you know. So if you just pull a little bit out at a time and smooth it out, it'll usually work out pretty decent. And just take your time. At this point, you're probably, you know, you're in no rush, because you'd hate to probably do it over again. I know I hate doing things more than once, but it happens. And I mess up a lot, so. That's it. It's all stuck down. And this is what you want to put. This is the dual textured PEI, or the spring steel sheet. So what'll happen is basically just snaps down like that into place. And then once the print cools off, it'll pop right off. Like I said, I got tired of going up and down the stairs after a year of printing on glass. Actually, a year and a half of printing on glass. I got tired of going up and down the stairs and decided to order this and throw it on and see how it works. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this back on my bench. I'm going to set it up, and then I'll show you guys how to set the Z offset. So just hang tight, and I'll be back. All right, welcome back. I got the printer set back up on my bench. I got it turned on, got the hot end and the bed heated up. So what we're going to do now is set the Z offset. Before I do that, I wanted to mention that if you guys, when you saw me put the magnetic adhesive onto the plate, I didn't cut out for basically for the screw holes for the wheels underneath. I figured if you have to later on, you can go and cut those out. But I have nuts on the bottom of my screws underneath the plate, so the wheels don't turn or anything like that. I have them fixed pretty good, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, in case if you wondered why I didn't cut out for the screws. So I got it heated up. Everything's ready to go. We're going to set the Z offset real quick here. So basically the first thing we're going to do is home, and this is all through Pronterface. As long as you can establish a connection from your printer to your computer, you should be able to use Pronterface. I'm on COM 4. It shows that it's connected, that the printer is online. So if we basically home it, as you can see, it's going to home. Okay, there it's home. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to type in M851 Z0. that's going to reset the Z offset to 0. So it says it's sending. So then we're going to type in M500 to store them. The settings have been stored to the eeprom. And then we're going to set the active parameters. That's M501. Hit send that, and you get your list there. And as you can see on the screen, the Z is actually set at 0. And just to make sure, if you type in M503, it'll go through the list again and give you the Z at 0. So basically what we're going to do now is do a G28 command, which is going to home it. And if you look, it'll home it again. And then what we're going to do is type in G1 F60 Z0. That's going to move the nozzle to the true 0 offset. And as you can see, I have a little bit of ways to go, but what we got to do first is switch off the end stops, because through Pronterface it's not going to allow you to go any further down, so you have to actually switch those off. So we'll switch those off with M211 S0, and it tells you, as you can see, that the soft end stops are off. So then what we can do is take a piece of paper now and go over to our printer, and then through Pronterface bring it down to it touches the paper. Let's see here. So I would start bringing it down real slow. That's 2. Right there, I could feel the resistance on the paper. It actually is, it's pretty snug, and that's right around -3.40. So that's probably what I'm going to leave it set at, like that. I know some people will tell you that you have to also account for the thickness of the paper, but I just usually will set it at that, and it usually gets me pretty close. And if I have to baby step it or something during the print, then I will. So if we come back over here and we type in M851 Z minus, now your new number, which mine was 3.40. If we hit enter, it's sending it. Then we'll switch on those end stops, make sure those go back on. So we'll type in M211, and instead of S0 this time, we're going to type in S1, and it tells you that they're back on. Then we're going to save it to eeprom M500. Settings are stored. Now we're going to set it back to active parameters, M501. And just to make sure we're all set, M503. And I'm looking, and it says Z minus 3.40, what we set it at. Now what we can do is home the printer. So that's going to home. And then just to double check what we have, if we type that command in, what we did before, to take us to the true zero offset, which was G1 F60 Z0. So when you enter that, it should take it to the zero offset, which should be real close. Pretty much right where we set it at. So then after that, that's just to verify that I guess you basically set your Z offset right. So I'll just home it again and let it do its thing, and then I'll try to start up a print. But that's pretty much it for installing a magnetic spring steel sheet and setting your Z offset. But if you guys would hit that like button, subscribe, so that way the more subscribers I get, I guess the more videos I can put out. And then that way, yeah, I can keep making more videos. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.